WestJet is being criticized by transgender rights advocates from right across the country for not allowing passengers to choose gender X instead of male or female when booking flights. They are accusing WestJet of discrimination and violating their human rights. WestJet says they are working to make changes. We get details now from Felicia Chandler.
So I finally figured out why WestJet wasn't letting me check in online. It's because I'm trans.
Is Lloyd, a civil servant living in Halifax, recently chose WestJet for a flight, but they say checking in was an ordeal, all because they're non-binary.
I found online that this has been an issue for 3 years, and they've been called out multiple times, and they always give an excuse of it's Transport Canada, or, by the end of this year, like, it's always just like, we'll get to it. Well, it's been 3 years now.
Upon initially booking a series of WestJet flights last week, Lloyd noticed only male or female options were provided under gender. Lloyd picked one and assumed it would be a simple change at the airport, but quickly found out it would be anything but. WestJet staff would not let Lloyd board until using one of those two options.
They told me straight up that the reason I was being flagged was because I was trans. That was the only reason. There was no other reason for it. And just the treatment I got from the WestJet agents wasn't great.
And while Transport Canada says gender is needed to estimate the weight of passengers, a category for people with the X marker was added in 2019. Maddie McMillan, a policy analyst and trans person, says along with other community members, she drafted a call to action proposal for WestJet. She says WestJet has until the end of June to fix the problem.
We have a couple of law firms offering their services, looking at either class sort of situations, but any sort of way to lever towards a way that each party can hold their head high on an airplane. That's what we're driving towards.
This week, WestJet announced it is working to change its domestic reservation systems to include gender X by the end of 2022, and that they're working with the community. In a statement, WestJet says, "At WestJet, it is our commitment to ensure our guests have an equitable travel experience, and we owe a further explanation and apology regarding our progress on adding non-binary options to our booking and check-in systems." Lloyd says they've been consistently ignored by the airline in the past, and they hope to see WestJet stick to its word. Felicia Chandler, CBC News, Halifax.